Yes. Today. When Teamore talks, everyone listens. I know you're wondering nowadays what's wrong with me. Yeah? But it's because I have known that I don't really talk nonsense. I give you things that are worth listening. Things that are worth listening. Therefore, today I'm not giving you something that's specifically for you, but I really want to give you something that if you really or you admire public speaking, you can use. They are just tricks that I have learned, tricks that I have studied, and tricks that I have tried to practice to make sure that I make my speaking effectively. Yes, I might not have practiced all of them, but I might have tried to make sure that I use some of them. So far, I might not have perfected all of them, but I have tried to use some of them. One of those things it's practicing. The other thing it's standing tall and proud, and the last thing is the use of gestures. I've been trying to use my gestures in any way, that I am able, just to try to reinforce my words, what I'm telling you on a daily basis. Seven tricks that public speakers use. Seven tricks that I have learned that anybody who wants to speak to a small audience, uh, to that level of two, to a large audience up to 1 million, like I'm doing right now online, to a large audience of 60,000 in a podium. You really need to learn these seven tricks, and they're gonna help you so much if you really learn them. Number one, one trick or one secret that I learned about public speaking, it is standing tall and proud. That means when you are speaking to men, you really need to be confident. You really need to stand tall. Sometimes we're gonna stand like, holding our hands or looking down, like it's like we are shy. If you do that, the audience will lose interest in you. Will also lose confidence in what you are telling them. But when you stand tall, your shoulders backward and your chest ahead, and your head looking high, you look top notch, and people really want to listen what are you telling them. That is one of the, if you just apply that, by the look of how you are approaching the audience in that podium, people will gain confidence in you. How you're walking, are you walking confidently, are you walking standing tall? People will just feel confident and will be ready to listen to you. You will have carried the audience's mind, and they will be ready for you. Number two. Number two is that you should be able to make eye contact. Most of the times when I am talking in my videos, you always see that I always look on the camera, because my camera, it's my audience, and my audience, it's you. Therefore, I have to look in your eyes. That's why most of the times you see, like, I am looking directly in your eyes, because I always look directly inside in my camera, just like how I would look my audiences. Most probably, even if anytime I get a platform, I always look directly into my audience. I look directly into my audience. I maintain eye contact so that they may be able to connect with their speaker, and I to connect with my audience. Therefore, making eye contact, it always makes audience engaged. It makes audience engaged because they really want to know, is this speaker genuinely, is this speaker what he's talking, is it real, or or is he giving us delusions, or is he speaking things that are worth, they engage with you, they engage with you. Number three, I'm telling you, I have 7 things to tell you. Number three is that you should be able to use open gestures. What I mean by open gestures is use your hands correctly. Use your hands correctly. Use your gestures correctly. Use your facial expressions correctly. You know what? By using your gestures correctly, they engage your audience, and also by using your gestures correctly, they reinforce your words, they reinforce your statements, they reinforce your information, what you really want to tell your audience. Maybe I really wanted to say, I will be number one, number two, or number three. By saying number one, number two, number three, to some point, there are some people who won't get. But if they will remember you saying number one, number two, and number three, they can't forget that. Sometimes you have to express, and also when you when you use open gestures, the audience relates with you to that point of you are genuine in what you're telling them, like you have an open mind, you are true to yourself, like whatever that you are telling them, it's real. There is a research that found that most popular most popular speakers in TED Talks, they use around 465 hand gestures in their talks, compared to less popular speakers who use around 272 hand gestures in their talks. Therefore, it's always good to use hand gestures because they reinforce your statements, they help you to understand, they help you to, or they help the audience to understand your information. They alafu people also relate very well with visuals. They relate well with visuals. So if you create a picture with your hands, if you create a picture with your hands, if you create a picture with your hands, if you create a picture with your body, if you show boldness with your body, if you show strength with your body, people are able to relate that well. Number 4, smile genuinely. When you smile genuinely, when you show smile to your audience, it shows like the audience are more confident in you because you are expressing friendliness, and also you are expressing kind of approachability, ease of approachability. People, they are able to relate with your information when you are able to smile at them, when you are able to show them friendliness. you know Most probably, let's give an example. You can't relate with your enemy because he's always rude at you, he's always stone faced, therefore you don't want even to listen to what they are about to say. But if you have somebody here who is ready, smiling back at you, you really want to know, what are you really giving me? And then when you smile, smile has a way of releasing endorphins, which is a hormone that is always said to be a feel good hormone. Therefore, when you feel good, when you smile, you feel good because it releases endorphins. Endorphin is a hormone that is a feel good hormone. Therefore, it boosts your confidence because already you're feeling good. Already endorphin is released in your body. Therefore, you feel good to deliver your information. You feel good to deliver your speech. You feel good to speak to your audience, and therefore you feel more confidently and at ease. That is number 4. Number 5. Number 5, talk slow or slow down your speech. Give time your words to land. Give time your words to land. When you give time to finish your words, you give your audience time to grasp what you're saying. But when you speak faster, when you speak quickly, when you speak faster, people are not able to grasp each and every point that you are saying. But you are able to give your audience time to grasp each and every word, each and every statement, each and every point that you are making when you speak a little bit slower. A little bit slower. But when you speak faster, some words, some statements will pass through the minds of your audience without noticing, like, what did you really just say there? But if you really speak slower and slower and slower and slower, it feels so good, and people are able to understand each and every point, and you also give them time to internalize and also to reflect on your statements and your speech. Number 6, already we have done 5. Number 6, it's practice. It's practice. Practice. I think this is what I should be finishing with. Practice. Practice. Uh but there is no shortcut. There is no shortcut to mastery in public speaking. You really need to practice, because when you practice, you are able to sharpen, and you are able to refine your public speaking skills. When you practice speaking slower, when you practice giving your audience genuine smile, when you practice standing tall and proud, when you practice using your open gestures, it gives you more, it makes you more confident in what you're doing. And also when you practice the hand gestures or whatever that you practice, they become more natural, that you don't have to remember, like they just come more naturally and at ease, and that gives you more confidence when you're speaking, or when you're talking to men when you're talking to men when you're talking to men. Therefore, it's always good to practice. You practice, you practice, you practice, you practice, you practice. Practice speaking slowly. Practice all those things. Using your open gestures, hand gestures. Practice them. The last thing that I really want you to take is use poses effectively. Use poses effectively. For me, maybe I might not have mastered the art of using poses effectively, but it is a trick that most speakers use. They give you, or they use a pose in between their paragraphs, in between their statements, in between their words, so that they may give you time to internalize, to reflect, because pauses, they give you time to emphasize. They also give you time to think, what were you really saying? And by doing that, they reinforce your statements, because you understand it very well. Very well. Those are the tricks. Those are the tricks. that most public speakers use. Psychology, the psychologists who learn how public speakers have been engaging their audiences. Those are the tricks that I know they might have, or they have really done research about, and they have proven that those are the most effective tricks that most public speakers can use and be effective in engaging their audience and in winning their audience's souls and attention. And I hope by doing that, I have taught you something that you can use when you are speaking to an audience of two, and you are speaking to an audience of five, when you are speaking to an audience of 10,000, when you are using those tricks to speak in an audience of 1 million. It is very much essential, it is very much important, and I always tell you, when Teamore talks, everyone listens, because I'm using the tricks. I give you a genuine smile, and I talk slowly. I use I use pauses effectively. I practice. Let me tell you, by the way, even if I'm talking about, let me just share this openly, genuinely openly. Most probably the reason why I keep coming back and back and back and back in these tutorials, it is not because I'm famous. It is not because that I'm the perfect in my speeches. It is not that I'm perfect in what I give, but it's because I'm learning. Therefore, I keep on doing practice. I keep on doing practice. Yes, my platforms might not be as many outside there, like like live performances, like physical engagement with my audiences, but I really practice by doing these videos with my iPhone. I really practice speaking effectively, trying on how I can engage my audiences through these talks. I know I talk. Sometimes I don't. I might not talk something that it's involving you or it's helping you, but the things that I talk, I know they can help somebody somewhere. Even if it won't help everybody, because it's not everybody who is a public speaker. Even if I talk about politics, it's not that everybody is a politician or everybody loves about politics, but there is somebody who just loves things about politics. Sometimes I talk about Christianity. Not everybody is a Christian, but they have subscribed to my channel, and it doesn't mean they have to listen on that, but they will have to find something else in Teamore Talktimes, and they gonna love it. They gonna help them and gonna change their life for good. Therefore, that's why I keep on coming here. Practice, 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 practice. Maybe you don't know that I am practicing speaking in public. Maybe you don't know I'm practicing being confident in front of the camera. Maybe you don't know I'm practicing speaking slowly. Maybe you don't know I'm practicing to post effectively. Maybe you don't know I'm practicing to give my audience a genuine smile. Maybe you don't know, but that's what I keep on doing here. Therefore, I tell you that when Teamore talks, everybody, everyone listens. God bless you.